Live, local, now. WTOC starts with breaking news.
We are following two breaking news stories this morning. The first, a shooting in Savannah that left one person with serious injuries. The other, wreck on I-95 South in McIntosh County involving two semi-trucks. Now, our Jamie Casino traffic trackers at the scene of that wreck this morning. Crews have been out there for hours working to clean up the debris from that accident. That wreck happened last night near mile marker 63 in Eulonia, sending the drivers of two semi-trucks to the hospitals. They are expected to survive. Georgia State Patrol says one of the semis failed to maintain their lane and hit the back of another semi. There was a passenger sleeping in the cab of the truck that got hit. When he spoke with us, the impact of the crash was still fresh in his mind.
I just was in shock, and I'm just trying to find out what was going on. And that's it. I'm still in shock right now. Well, we do know that the southbound lanes were shut down for most of the night. Alexandra O'Neill joins us now with the First Alert Traffic Center. So, Alexandra, is traffic still blocked up?
Yeah, guys, traffic is still blocked off in that area, and you can see it starting to pick up traffic right there a little bit. You're going to want to use some alternate routes to get around that.
So, breaking overnight, a shooting in the 500 block of Pennsylvania Avenue has left one man with serious injuries. Police found the 24-year-old around 12:20 this morning. He was taken to the hospital and is in critical but stable condition, we're told. Right now, officers tell us that shooting does not appear to be random. If you know anything about this case, you're asked to call the tip line or Crime Stoppers. You see the numbers there on your screen.
And we are also following some breaking news out of New Orleans, where a police officer has been shot and killed. The shooting happened at an apartment complex about 6 miles northeast of downtown, and our sister station says there was a shootout and the officer was hit and died right there on the scene. The chief of police says the suspect was also shot. He surrendered after hiding in an apartment. Right now, he is at the hospital, but under arrest.
Well, Northern California wildfires have killed 31 people, making it the deadliest week of wildfires in that state's history. Crews are not just trying to put the flames out, they're also searching for about 400 missing people right now. Those fires span a combined area as large as New York City. Nearly 200,000 acres have burned. More than 3,500 homes and businesses are a total loss. This is on top of the 35,000 people who have evacuated. And keep in mind, this isn't just one fire. It's a combination of more than 20 wildfires across northern and southern California. One firefighter saying the work to put out the flames, certainly not an easy one.
This is absolutely the worst fire I've ever seen in California. I think it's because of the amount of people that are affected. You have whole swaths of neighborhoods. It looks like a bomb has gone off. It looks like we've been bombed.
More than 8,000 firefighters are battling those blazes, with resources also coming from Canada and Australia.
Well, closer to home, American Red Cross of Southeast and Coastal Georgia is sending one of their own to help with those wildfires. Robert Brown is a disaster-trained volunteer. He will be helping with the evacuation centers where people can find refuge from the fires. This isn't the first time he's been called to help. Brown already has several deployments under his belt.
Yeah, I've done it before. I was out there 2 years ago with the wildfire, so I know exactly what to do.
And a reminder, you can head over to WTOC.com where we have more information on the efforts to contain those flames. We also have more pictures and video of the damage that's being left behind by these wildfires. The Georgia Ports Authority announcing another record year during its annual State of the Port address. For fiscal year 2017, Savannah handled 3.85 million containers. Governor Nathan Deal was at that address, crediting the authority board and the team with an annual tonnage growth rate of more than 8%. The executive director of the Georgia Ports Authority says these numbers are impressive, but they could be even higher.
We're losing exports. Even with that record growth, it could be higher because there are exports that want to go through Savannah that are being diverted to other ports because the ships just can't handle it. And if we could get the deep water, we're going to grow even faster.
The Savannah Harbor expansion project is 35% complete. It's set to be finished in late 2020.
Well, superheroes are taking over Savannah. Kind of. There's an open casting call being held for those who want to be in the upcoming Marvel movie. Jarvis Robertson joining us now live. So Jarvis, if someone decides to take advantage of this opportunity, what do they need to do and what roles can they expect to get?
Well, if you're going to shoot your shot, you need to show up here this weekend to the Savannah Civic Center so you can audition in this open casting call. For now, we're live here in downtown Savannah. I'm Jarvis Robertson, WTOC News.
Well, Metro Police need your help finding Imani Gilbert. The 15-year-old Savannah girl was last seen on Harriet Street in Tatumville on the west side Tuesday night. She was wearing a dark-colored T-shirt, purple sweatpants, and if you've seen her or know where she might be, you're asked to please call 911 right away.
And Garden City Police are looking for the man you see right there on your screen. Police say he stole a trailer from a business on Old Louisville Road. That theft happened early Monday morning. If you recognize him or the truck, please call Garden City Police or Crime Stoppers.
One hometown came together to remember a fallen soldier and support his grieving family. They paid tribute to Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright at Toombs County's high school's football game. Wright was one of the 4 Green Berets killed in Niger by terrorists. Wright's family gathered on the field as friends, neighbors, and fellow alumni paid their respects. Earlier in the day, WTOC spoke to one of his high school coaches who says he was a selfless person.
And what he did was he sweat and he bled at practice every day. He got in the fight every day at practice so that the guys that were going to be the heroes on Friday night were going to be ready and going to be prepared.
Dustin's funeral arrangements are still being made.
Well, in South Carolina, a new facility in Bluffton is enhancing training for fire departments and saving your tax dollars. The Bluffton Township Fire District geared up and put this 4-story building to use. The training included ladder rescues, hose management, search and rescue, victim rescue, and fire attacks. Now, the facility allows fire crews to stay close to home and train, saving costs when it comes to overtime and fuel.
When we're looking at what we can do for our community, that's one of the things when we, like I said, we didn't just spend money on this building because we want to do live fire training here. It's calculated what is it going to benefit our community.
The facility will also be open to other agencies to come in and use. And Savannah Chatham Metro Police officers will move out of a brand new police precinct by the end of the month. The move comes at the request of county leaders ahead of next year's police demerger. The Whitfield Avenue precinct will be vacant by November 1st. Now, the county plans to use the facility as part of their new county police department starting next February. Metro officers will still ride their assigned beats and respond to calls. They'll do so out of the Islands precinct in the Southwest Chatham precinct. The city manager is still disappointed the county has not paid back money owed to the city as determined by the Berkshire study.
We did all of that. The results were in. The county chose not to abide by those recommendations. At any rate, we believe that there are monies owed to the city for services that we have provided in the unincorporated area on behalf of unincorporated area residents, and the city expects the county to fulfill its financial obligations.
Now, that money is millions of dollars. The county manager says he has a meeting with the city manager today to discuss all of this.
And time right now is 6:12, and it's your Safety and Security Tropical Update. And we are looking at a very quiet time here into the Gulf of Mexico and also in.
I'm not quitting. I'm not getting fired. And I don't think I'll fire anyone tomorrow.
Well, the White House chief of staff saying his name will not be added to the long list of names that have departed from the West Wing. John Kelly told reporters why he was hired for the job.
This will cost the United States government virtually nothing, and people will have great health care.
Well, as President Donald Trump working around Congress when it comes to health care reform, the changes he hopes to bring to the Affordable Care Act. Some breaking news to tell you about right now. Metro Police say that shots were fired on Seiler Avenue in the area of Harmon Street.
Here's a live look. We are on the scene. They say a car was driving down Seiler Avenue and fired shots into several cars and a house. Now, no one was hit or injured. Luckily, so far, no information has been released on the suspect or the vehicle being driven.